Hi, Scorpio. It's Aqua Goddess, and I hope that everyone is doing amazing. Welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead and tap in and get some general messages for you, and then we'll go ahead and tap into your love messages. All right, Spirit, what do we have for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Node? Ooh, all over the place. Okay, something things could be all over the place. Okay, or there could be something unexpected happening. Tell me, what do we have for Scorpio? It says heart's desire. Okay. Sing along to your heart song, for it knows what you truly want. So your heart desires someone or something. Okay. Maybe you are resisting what your heart wants or who your heart wants. Okay. I'm hearing something. Hold on, guys. Give me just a second. Now, this could also be someone else ignoring their heart's desires when it comes to you. Because the fact that I just heard something, if you rewind the video, I said, I heard something. Give me one moment, guys. Hold on. So, somebody could have put the relationship on hold, but they seen the signs, okay, that their heart wants you or desires you. Okay. It says new heights. Let your connection with spirit ground you as you reach for the sky. So I definitely feel like somebody is getting closer to spirit. Somebody could have ignored something, okay, and they're having an awakening now. They're having an awakening. They're getting closer to spirit to focus on healing something within themselves that is not allowing them to like follow their heart. This is somebody who desires to follow their heart, but they have a hard time doing that. Okay, tell me more. It says, be here now. Practice mindfulness to be present in the moment and gain insight. All right. So I definitely feel like I said, somebody is in hermit mode. They are having a spiritual awakening and gaining more insight. Okay, gaining definitely more insight. Tell me more. It says chart your course through the perplexing. So this is about embracing embracing the complex parts of your journey. Okay, so this is somebody who's going through some very challenging times within their spiritual awakening. And at first, it's something that scared them or maybe caused depression or caused them to be miserable. But somebody's embracing it now and understanding that it's helping them grow. Yeah, spirit will put you in a position where you have to just face yourself. And this is what somebody's doing. Okay. Tell me more. Dreamweaver. Dreaming and imagining bring your powerful vision into reality. Okay, so I feel like whoever this is that is not allowing their heart to open up to what it truly desires, they've been imagining and pretty much manifesting. But this connection to spirit is going to solidify something. Because there's something about somebody being afraid to take a leap of faith. Somebody has to get their spirit right. Okay, is what I'm getting here. Yeah. Hmm. Because with the fantasy land, this is here. I mean, living in fantasy land is one thing, but bringing the fantasy into reality is a whole nother thing. It says make sure everyone involved is being realistic and on the same page. Okay, so I feel like definitely if there's been resistance, just know that there's been growth during this period. And I feel like there's a transition where someone wants to make a decision or there's progress. There's suddenly progress. Okay. Tell me about the person on Scorpio's mind. Tell me about the person on Scorpio's mind. Says, I need to free myself from fears and doubts. I am a caged bird. Yeah, like I said, somebody has been living in fantasy land because they're too afraid to take a leap. Confirmation. This person says that they need to free themselves from fears and doubts because they're a caged bird. Okay, tell me more. I'm afraid that your feelings for me are not mutual. They're afraid to really expose how deep their emotions are for you. Even if you let them know that you care about them, they feel like, what if you're lying? I feel like there's a lot of fears, like I said, and a lot of doubt in somebody that you are connecting to when it comes to love. I have lost faith in you and cannot see a future with you anymore. Yeah, they are afraid that that's what you're going to tell them. That it's like they're afraid that they're going to spill their heart out, overcome their fear, spill their heart out, and then you're going to tell them that you no longer see a future with them. Could be dealing with a Leo, don't have to be. But that this is like one of their fears. So it could be preventing them from telling you how they really feel. Says I have karmic debts that need to be paid before I can come back to you. Yeah. So I feel like they're trying to move in the right direction, make better decisions. They do know that there is some karma that they have to go through, and because they're understanding the spiritual world better, they are wanting to deal with that karmic debt before they come towards you. Okay. So there is a period of separation. I feel alone in the dark. Where's my light? Yeah, I feel like this person is going through the dark night of the soul. They do feel like you brought a lot of happiness into their world, but they do understand that they need to be in hermit mode in order to really focus on their healing. They do feel cold and detached, and It's like hard for them to feel right now. They're going through a lot of shit with this dark night of the soul. They really genuinely are. Yeah, confirmation. It says, I have things going on in my life that require my full attention. They are trying to get things in order. Okay. Adaptability. Yeah, I feel like they're trying to adapt to changes. They don't want to be scared or afraid to do things. So they're trying to man up or woman up or do the healing. Yeah, and this is this solitude, this hermit energy. Okay. They feel like maybe since you guys have withdrawn from one another, you could have adapted to other options. I am picking up that energy. Like maybe you're not preserving yourself for just them anymore. So I feel like they are afraid of that, but they do feel like that will be a part of their karma because of however they treated you. If you did, go ahead and move on. Yeah, separation, confirmation. Okay. They feel like you're closing off from your emotions too, and that's one of the things that started waking them up. You no longer maybe showing them that you feel the same way. Okay. The lack of clarity, maybe feeling like you're not preserving. Yeah, I feel like a lot had to do with them waking up. Yeah, intentions are here. Hmm. Okay, clarify. Um, what is keeping this person in fears and doubts? What is keeping this person in fears and doubts? Five of Cups. Yeah, disappointment, loss, sadness, Four of Swords, from some separation, Four of Cups. So it has them feeling disconnected from their heart chakra. Somebody has been so hurt, so disappointed that they are more comfortable with not being in a partnership. And they've adapted to that type of lifestyle because they feel like that is a way to protect themselves from maybe feeling like that again, being disappointed again, being hurt again. So they could make you feel rejected or ignored or like they're not really even interested. When with the star card, you're their complete wish fulfillment. It's like their actions are not how they really feel. If you pay attention to this person's actions, you would definitely be lost. How they really feel, they don't show it in their actions. They do the opposite. So, this person, for example, they see you as their wish fulfillment, they'll ignore you, okay? Or they'll disappoint you, or they'll lose you because they're afraid, okay? Wow. Because they doubt that you won't just be another disappointment. So they'll miss out on the whole entire opportunity. Okay. But they're feeling like a loser because it's like, damn, the wish fulfillment high priestess is now giving them silent treatment. Okay. You could also be a high priestess, somebody who's a spiritual worker, leader, teacher, um, with good intentions. Okay. And it's like this person, I feel like there's a part of them that feels guilty for disappointing you and self sabotaging. Yeah, with the strength for holding back. Seven of Swords for being deceptive or even like dealing with other options, being sneaky. Ace of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like definitely you could be somebody who has a lot of great ideas, ideas that make you money. You could be somebody who's living in your purpose, someone who's very spiritually knowledgeable. You definitely had something to do with this person awakening. You're definitely somebody who has a new like something like a lot of security. You built a lot of security here, Ace of Cups. I also feel like you made them feel secure. You were very honest with this person, very loving. I feel like you still love this person unconditionally, but with the temperance energy, maybe there's just like distance in order to maintain balance. This person's definitely going to want to talk. I see communication here. There is something that they're lying about, so I'm going to find out more about that. They could be lying about their money, lying about being in a relationship, lying about, I don't know. What is the Seven of Swords? Ten of Wands. They're lying about how stressed out they are about this separation. So they're gonna make it seem like this separation, they just been, oh, I just been working and I just been working out, going to the gym. But really they've been low key stressed out, depressed, burdened, burnt out on being separated from you. Wheel of Fortune. They've been going through a lot of changes. Okay. And they also were in some sort of relationship or something that they detached from. Okay, is what I see. So they're not going to tell you certain things. I feel like it's not necessarily lying, but it's more like hiding, not mentioning or avoiding bringing up these things. Okay, so kind of lying, but in a different type of format. Okay. All right. What is this person's intentions? Four of Wands, to be in a relationship with you. Six of Pentacles, to have equal give and take. To gift you something, to marry you, to support you, to share with you, to have a stable relationship with you. They feel like they belong with you. Okay, so their intentions are good. Okay, how does Scorpio feel about this person? Five of Pentacles. For some of you, you feel like you want to abandon this connection, leave them out in the cold. You could feel like they are struggling or the relationship was a struggle. Yeah, complications, arguments, competition, tension. Okay, so you feel like something needs to change. Number 555, judgment. Ooh. You could be reflecting. You may give them a second chance though. What's the judgment card? Three of Swords. Ooh, I don't know though. Like, okay, judgment, Three of Swords, Empress. For some of you, no, because you could have met an Empress after you separated from this person. Okay, I'm gonna read this because it's two separate groups of y'all. Some of you will give this person complication, like some complication with like having a second chance with you because they cheated. So you just feel like that's like a deal breaker. So you'll like leave this person out in the cold. I feel like you could also have met an Empress since you separated from this person, King of Cups, and fell in love. For those of you who do give them a second chance, there is going to be some sort of cheating. Somebody could get pregnant. So I feel like it's going to end either way. But the people who are with this Empress, the King of Cups, yeah, somebody is pregnant here with the Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay, it could be a water and earth sign dynamic. Okay, yeah, this could be an earth sign with you. Taurus, maybe Libra, Scorpio. Yeah, and you're going to be blocking someone else. Hermit, yeah. Knight of Wands. I feel like there's still some sort of lust, maybe even masturbation, wild thoughts, fantasies, but a separation. And I see you being in love with someone here. So let's see more about this person that you are like falling for. It could be a pregnancy or just a growth in the relationship, a growth in how you feel about them, level of comfort with them, just something you want to continue to nurture. Okay. Tell me about this Empress energy. Okay. So I feel like this person is somebody who's leveled up a lot in their life. They get paid way more than they used to, or they get paid a lot for whatever it is that they do. But they did at some point work an underpaid job. This person was a vegan or is a vegan. Some point of life was they were vegan. Okay. Whether it's past, present, future. Also, like they're thinking about a specific year of their life that they wish that they can change. This could even be a loss of a mother. I'm not gonna lie, Three of Swords with the Empress energy. What does this have to do? This person could have lost a mother or grandmother. Balance, yeah, in reverse. Something threw them off, threw their money off, threw their life off. They need somebody to work as a team. If this person has children, I feel like their baby daddy or baby mama is not a good team player. They're separated from that person, and that person's very withdrawn from the kids. I see a mother's house. You're gonna love their mother's house, whether it's the food, the hospitality, the way it looks, the energy. I don't know. Okay, tell me more. Um, I feel like they reflect on their wounds. This is somebody who reflects on their wounds. They don't show all of their true feelings up front because of, like, what if you lose interest? You could be the type of person that has cutting words or does like smear campaigns. Angel number 2228. They will lose interest in anyone that they feel like will gaslight them. I'm seeing the initials MLM or MSM. Don't have to be. I also see LNI, LSI, ISL. Okay, specific initials. So they don't want you to feel unappreciated. So they're working on being more expressive. They really have a huge heart, is what I'm getting here. They've been just focusing a lot on their self worth and healing and self appreciation. But so, what happens if they have a child? Because some of you will have a child with this person. The clock needs time, takes time. Oh, so this is future. It says needs time, take time. So in the future, you can have a child with this person. Something could be significant about a festival, a carnival, or a world famous event. Maybe that's around the time you get pregnant, your child's going to be born, where you meet this person. Um, it could be some sort of place where y'all have your anniversary. Yeah, I see keys on the ring. Maybe the home is next to a carnival festival area. Um, Now, I am getting one night stand energy, and it could be when something's off balance or when somebody feels triggered. I see one night stand energy. So I don't know. I gotta clarify. Okay. Why is there one night stand energy in this reading? We also have use protection, so there could have been like condoms or something used. Okay, so that's not the person that's pregnant. Okay, tell me more about the one night stand energy breakup. Y'all could have went through some separation. Maybe they were not open to their emotions, or you felt like you were at a crossroad. This person could live next to a festival. I almost said pharmacist, festival, carnival, somewhere where there's famous events, baseball field, football field. Okay. They were grieving the loss of you, feeling lonely, trying to process a heartbreak. This is newer energy, so this is like at a period of separation. There's going to be a one night stand, either you or them, looking for signs. They were waiting for reconciliation. What does this mean for Scorpio? Healing, fresh start, reconciliation is here. They don't want gossip, so they could tell you about the one night stand. They don't want it to come back to you from someone else. They don't want you to hear it from someone else with the gossip in reverse. So this is something that they're going to admit to. And I feel like after they admit this, I'm not going to lie, it's really going to throw the balance off. You're going to be looking for signs to see if they still seeing somebody. Okay, is what I see. I see them releasing a lot of emotional baggage and just hoping that you can leave that behind, basically, after they tell you the truth. Jealousy, I feel like you could feel a certain type of way. Okay. And you feel like it's just, and then you might start accusing them of shit later on down the line. It says unfair accusations, wandering eyes. Like, if they look in a certain direction, you may feel triggered to feel like they're looking at someone. Okay. Well, is there anything sneaky that they need to be looking for? Is there anything sneaky? If so, spirit reveal it. Or is this just something that is like because of past hurt? Is there anything sneaky? Peace. Best night of your life. Leave me alone. Tell me more. Ooh. Into wild things. Yeah, I feel like your intuition's on point. Yeah, bad karma. Happily married. Forgiveness. Yeah, your intuition's on point. You got forgiveness and you got multiple orgasms. So I feel like, yeah, it is giving this energy like once a cheater, always a cheater type energy. I'm not gonna lie. It's not saying that people can't change, but in this spread, um, it's like because of what they did, you have this energy, even if you did forgive them, of kind of leaving them out in the cold or not trusting them the same. And what they do with that is instead of trying to focus on making the connection stronger, they'll go and cheat because they feel like you're pushing them away. They don't react to abandonment. They don't react very well to that. Okay, it consumes them and they start to do certain shit. Even though they had already admitted it, they feel like, okay, they told you the truth and now it's biting them in the ass. So they feel like you're reacting a certain type of way. They're not cheating. They told you the truth about what happened and you're still acting a certain type of way. And you want to push them away. So they don't like that. They felt like being honest was gonna help y'all build trust again. I'm just reading their perspective. But it's like you're holding back the side of you that they were once able to explore. And this is because you feel like you cannot trust them. Okay. So I feel like you're going to end up clearing the space because this is going to be consuming you basically at some point where you just feel like I don't even want to worry about the possibility of you getting bored, want to go cheat on with a motherfucker. I'm just cool. I see that. Yep, I can't make it up. You got Miss Independent. Yeah, you are reclaiming your power, living your best life. You're very selective. You still date. You will still date. But just not this person. I see you being in a living a very luxurious lifestyle, focusing on your mental stability and just building more trust within yourself, being very attractive, focusing on your credit. Yeah, it's like just focus on yourself. This is definitely what I see for you. All right. So this is what I got for you, family. I hope that this reading helped. Please be sure to show love, like, share, subscribe. Also, please follow our second channel, Troy's Mermaid Palace LLC. We will be doing collective readings on that channel. January 2026 giveaway. If you want to participate, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and comment below sharing your favorite movie, romantic love movie. Until next time, love and light. Peace.